Tonight on Westtown TV's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by the Kitsap Sun. It's Shade for the Past of East vs. West with the Battle of the Bridge. At the 10-2 Bremerton Knights take on the 12-1 Olympic Trojans and stake a shot at the league title. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. It's the Knights and the Trojans, and the action starts now.
Every high school rivalry possesses four key elements: geography, frequency of competition, star factors, and defining games. Especially the Bremerton Olympic rivalry, which dates back to the fall of 1979, when Olympic High School first opened. Geography. Although part of the Central Kitsap School District, Olympic High School has a Bremerton address and is located in East Bremerton. Frequency of competition. Since the Olympic Trojans joined the Olympic League, the Knights and the Trojans have faced off at least twice each season, with one game being played in the Bremerton High Gym in West Bremerton and the other on the hardwood of Olympic High in East Bremerton. So, in essence, the Bremerton Olympic rivalry is a modern-day version of the legendary West High Wildcats versus the East High Knights enmity. Star factors. This year's matchups featured four soon-to-be-recognized participants: the 2012-13 Olympic League Coach of the Year, Devin Huff, on the Olympic sidelines, as well as Olympic League MVP senior Quentin Phillips. And on the Bremerton bench, the upcoming 2013-14 Olympic League Coach of the Year, Darren Bowden, with next year's Olympic League MVP junior Deontay Dixon. Defining games. This second matchup, with only a week remaining in the regular season, had developed into the most anticipated game of the year by everyone in Kitsap County. It was the number 1 Olympic Trojans with a 12-1 league record against the number 2 Bremerton Knights at 10-2. The winner of this game would very likely go on to become the season's Olympic League champion. 4 days prior to Christmas, on December 21st, the two teams had stepped onto the recently named Ken Wills Court in the Les Ethorn Gym for their first showdown of the season, both with identical 6-0 Olympic League records. Let's dip into the ISPN Sports play-by-play archives and listen to Kevin Mack and Spencer Hansen bring us the highlights of that game.
Dixon pull-up three, it hits for the right side. 5-0. Knights on top. Shock will pull over to the rebound from the back of Hammond. Gets it to Dixon, drives in, left-hand dribble, goes up from 6 feet, left-hand runner is good. 5 points already for Dixon. Gursky drives in transition, goes up and under with a skip shot, it hits. 9-4.
Headed into the second quarter, the Knights held a comfortable 18-10 lead, then got outplayed by the Trojans in the second 8-minute period, compounded by the fact that they went to the charity stripe 4 times in a very physical game and repeatedly missed their first attempt.
Mesa will shoot 2, and we're tied.
That Trojan student section right there in his ear.
Free throw, no good. Dixon's free throw rattles in and popcorns out. Willis at the free throw line.
Shooting 2. 10 team fouls apiece here.
Nice shooting by 3, 36-33. First free throw, back rim's no good.
Coming out of the halftime locker room invigorated, senior Andrew Shadle and freshman Marquise Gursky carried the load for the Knights, scoring 17 of Bremerton's 18 third-quarter points.
Gursky near angle, fakes left, drives into the paint, off to his right, hangs in the air, gets one to fall through. He is fouled on the play. Marquise Gursky. Shadle corner, near corner, off to our left, fades and fires. It hits the triple Andrew Shadle. 42-39, a big shot by Shadle. Ball tapped away. Pulling down the rebound. Jordan Samuel would pull the strip from him from Bessard. Shadle, step back 3. Nothing but corn for Andrew Shadle. The ripple and the triple for Shadle. He's getting on fire. 6 points here in the second half. 45-44. Nice spread to floor. Atop the Gursky for 3. It hits the ripple and the triple for Gursky. He hits a shot. Does Gursky having a big night.
In the final stanza, Gursky and Shadle continued to be Bremerton's primary scorers, but were joined by Deontay Dixon, who had sat the bench most of the third quarter in foul trouble.
Gursky spins in, hands out to Dixon, near baseline, left, lays it up and in. Nice pass on the play. 3 points in the second half by Deontay Dixon, 66. This 16 Knights are just staying within range. But Deontay Dixon's on the far side of the floor to slip up and hits the shot. 74-69 off of the rebounding by the Bremerton Knights.
Even though three Knights would score in double figures, Gursky, Shadle, and Dixon, with Shadle also recording a double-double, 17 points and 10 rebounds, it was not enough to overcome the Trojans that night. Behind the season-high 32 points from Quentin Phillips, the Trojans would take sole possession of first place in the Olympic League and hand Bremerton their first league loss of the season. To kick off the rematch at Olympic on February 1st, let's listen as Olympics PA announcer Dusty Ankers introduces the game's starting lineups.
Starting lineup. For the Knights, the 5'11" senior, number 10, Andrew Shadle.
Welcome to West Side TV presents high school basketball, and we got a great one for you tonight. We're in the land of Troy Olympic High School Gymnasium as the league-leading Olympic High Trojans host the number 2 team, at least tied for second place, the Bremerton High Knights. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, joined by Kitty Campagna. Spencer Anderson's on the camera for you tonight. And Mr. John's sitting here with us, and I think this is going to be a good one.
From the opening tip, Phillips and Dixon got intimate, with Dixon being called for an offensive foul on the Knights' second possession.
And 44, Shaq Jones.
And that foul's going to go on number 32, Deontay Dixon.
A minute later, after Lawrence scored the Knights' first basket, Dixon picked up his second foul of the game.
Lawrence.
The key word is pressure tonight.
When Phillips knocked the ball out of his hand and recovered the loose spheroid.
So this is kind of exciting.
With their number 2 scorer on the bench in foul trouble, less than a minute and a half into the game, the rest of the starters stepped it up.
Alive for Bremerton, and Andrew Shadle puts 2 on the scoreboard.
With Dixon on the bench, Phillips went to work.
Oh, good play on the inside. Count it for Quentin Phillips, who will go up to the free throw line.
The entire Bremerton staff trying to say, wasn't that a travel?
Got it.
I really like that the referees did not bail him out because he wasn't under control.
Exactly. And Quentin Phillips with the 10-6 lead for the Olympic High Trojans.
He needs pads.
Great pass. Oh, beautiful pass and a good completion by Phillips. Broussard. Oh, look at that.
scoring 9 of Olympics' first quarter
And
points.
count it, Quinton Phillips.
But this group of Knights were battle-hardened and had no intention of losing to the Trojans again this season.
Player control. Andrew Shadle took it for the team.
I asked Coach Huff if he's having fun this year. Whoa,
Oh,
some extra
Marquise
steps possibly.
gets a couple of rebounds, puts it down, and will get a trip to the free throw line.
You look at the scores they've had. These guys they have 70s and 80s. They are just having a lot of fun.
First one, 3. Actually, that is his only one because he scored the 2. Rome is Andrew Shadle with it. Ball gets loose from Lawrence, but Shadle picks it up for 2 for the Knights.
Good follow by Shadle. That was a great shot, kissing off the glass there. Good effort.
Over to Shadle up at top. He'll go for the pro-link 3 plus and count it. Andrew Shadle ties it up 14-14.
Oxygen concession here tonight.
Bremerton got it. Counted for 2. That's Austin Garrett putting the 2 in. Wait 1 second. They got to put it up. And off the glass there for Casey Windrow. But what a first period. Olympic coming away with 2-point lead, 18-16 over the Bremerton High Knights.
Looking at the quarter objectively, the numbers show that Olympic held a 2-point lead because of their shooting percentage. You can clearly see that Bremerton took more shots and out-rebounded the Trojans on the offensive glass, but Olympic's 70% field goal success carried them through the period. With his return at the start of the second quarter, Dixon made his presence known immediately.
Terrence Mosley, his shot is off, and Bremerton with the board. This time Michael Lawrence up at the point.
Goes into quarterback mode right now.
Oh, change of defense by Olympic. They're going to start this with a little zone action. Look at that.
There it is, another takeaway.
And Phillips' luck changed.
Oh, it didn't go down.
Then Dixon out-jumped him for a rebound and got him to pick up his second personal foul.
Gianni Dixon with that one. Oh.
In that zone, but it's going to help a little bit here to make sure that they have enough here at the end of the
Dixon
game.
responded by picking up his first point of the game at the charity stripe.
Number 1 is good, so he'll get the second shot. To Dixon. Down in the corner.
Then, shooting a Gursky deflected shot into a basket.
And the put through.
And Phillips continued to struggle.
Oh, man, he tried not get it to go down.
Lawrence then gave the Knights a second quarter lead on the slashing, defense-piercing layup.
And Bremerton with the lead, 21-19.
Followed by Dixon showcasing his three-point range.
Hard keeps it alive for the Knights. Counted for 3 for Dixon.
That was a great-looking shot, wasn't it?
The way he does.
Exactly.
Full-fledged.
Yeah, Bremerton with a takeaway.
And Shadle extending Bremerton's lead to 26-21 with one of his patented in-the-paint reverse baskets.
Shadle, what a great reverse layup in traffic.
Being the team leader he is, Phillips made an attempt to stop Bremerton's run, but only compounded the problem with this airball layup. But Dixon's play in the second quarter wasn't always pretty either, as his missed wide-open layup earned him a spot on the bench.
Won't go down, and last second shot won't go up.
Wow.
And it is a 7-point lead at the end of the first half for the Bremerton High Knights, 32-25. And a lot of that came in the second half of the second period.
Oh, was that brilliant or what? What a great half we had. We had Olympic and coming out here and just really getting after defensively, and Bremerton comes back. What a run they had. When Olympic went into that zone, they were very patient, Bremerton. They got back and took the lead, and then Olympic got out of that, went, man, the pace picked up, and here comes Olympic again. Brilliant. This was so fun to watch.
Well, and there's just such strength on this Bremerton team. You know that they've been in the weight room. The first thing that leads in is their butt. And they are making some room, I can promise you.
Oh.
2 shots for Quinton up at the free throw line.
After the halftime break, Phillips opened the third quarter with the first basket, hitting the backside of his 2 free throws. It was his first point since the first quarter, having been held scoreless in the second stanza.
But you know what? You look at energy, and you look at the benches are going to be playing because so much energy is expended, and the emotional control as you finish this ball game out, it's going to be the difference. It makes a difference in who's going to win and lose this ball game.
And the second one will go down for Quinton, 1 out of 2.
That puts Quentin into double digits at 10.
The Trojans also.
On the Trojans' next possession, Phillips cost his teammates 2 points as Dixon deflected a lazy pass to the high post, which Lawrence turned into his 6th point of the game.
Tarek Sims, Shaq Jones.
Then, for some reason, he wasn't able to finish an uncontested putback. But this wouldn't be the last time this quarter he would fail to convert on the offensive glass. Well, on the other end of the floor, Dixon was cleaning up his teammates' missed shots. At the end of the game, he would tally 5 offensive rebounds.
Finish it up, Deontay Dixon.
One game this year with a 3.
Wide open lane. Count it, says Brian Streaky, and a trip to the free throw line for Dixon.
Seems to be where he should at all times.
Kitty, good point about Tyson. He does. He gets hot. And when he gets hot, you better know where he is out on the floor.
Jay, nice fake it. He'll take
on this offensive rebound miss, Phillips' teammate, Terrence Mosley, was able to complete the series and continue Olympic slow comeback.
In for Terrence Mosley. The second. He'll take the jump shot from the top of the
But no teammates would clean up these subsequent misses. Only Bremerton players to block Phillips' last putback attempt. With Lawrence and Dixon resting on the bench, the Knights struggled to put the ball in the basket. That was until Gursky decided to bulldog his way to the basket for his first points of the second half. Then Shadle followed with his first second-half basket on this driving turnaround jumper. It was Bremerton's last field goal of the quarter. The Trojans' final basket of the third period came from Phillips, a 2-pointer, right in front of the Olympic bench, standing on the 3-point line.
He's got 2
Tyson's got to
seconds.
shoot it. He's got to travel. Not that he didn't get it off in time. He traveled.
Yes. I was waiting for that half-court jump shot from Brian. But at the end of 3 periods, the Trojans have taken the lead back. 47-44 over the Bremerton High Knights, and who knows what's going to happen in this final 8 minutes.
Well, I couldn't tell you. We can know it's going to be hard, and it's going to be a lot of contact, and it's going to be upscale on the pace. But I tell you, Olympic, what a third quarter. That was tremendous. Bremerton was playing awfully well, but they made up a 7-point deficit. Now they're up by, 3?
From the numbers, we see that Olympic regained the lead by the end of the third quarter from beyond the arc. They hit 4 of 8 3-point shots, 50%, for 12 of their 22 third-period points. 6 additional points were earned at the free throw line, and the final 4 points came from jump shots. To start the final period, Phillips gave the ball away again, but Lawrence was not able to capitalize on the mistake. It was Phillips' 4th turnover of the game.
Shadle puts his head down, goes by him. Jump shot for Dixon. It's off, and Bremerton's going to maintain the possession. Good effort on the attempt to keep it alive for the Trojans, but Bremerton
the game within a game, Dixon versus Phillips, was evident to all in the gym, as color commentator John Sitton, a West High alumnus, pointed out.
Well, that's a matchup right there. Woo-hoo. Phillips and
Dixon.
Wow.
It's his own board. Loses it down low, and the breakaway.
Oh.
Nice pass by Lawrence.
After much effort on the offensive board, Shaq Jones picked up the Knights' first basket of the quarter. But before anyone in the gym could say boo, Phillips rushed down the court after taking the inbounds pass and scored his 15th point of the game.
Quentin Phillips. There's Lawrence. He's driving inside. Count that for 2 for Michael Lawrence.
Beautiful
And
job.
Phillips quick scored again while the Knights were still getting back on defense following Lawrence's power layup.
2 in.
That's the key. Ball's in his hands. It goes rim to rim. Take it to the rim.
You can give it to me if you need to.
Then, Phillips stripped Gursky of the ball while elevating for a shot and rushed down the floor with the steal for his 20th point.
Timeout.
Oh, absolutely.
Where was Bremerton's answering offense as Olympic started to pull away?
They say Lawrence was shooting. This is a 2-shot foul.
Well, Lawrence grabbed 2 points at the free throw line.
That is his first made free throw of the night, 1 of 4.
Bremerton needs that at this point.
Watch that knee bend.
Second one down for Michael Lawrence. 6-point game. Dishes down low. Cow.
Shadle first cleaned up a Tarek Sims miss.
Impressive.
And Bremerton's got to put it up. Broussard drives the baseline. He puts it up. Shaq shot.
Then snatched the ball out of Jones's hands to complete what Bizarre and Jones couldn't.
Gets it from his own teammate.
Go to work.
How many times has Shadle put that shot up? That is amazing.
Yeah, these.
And Dixon scored the Knights' final points of the game, his only basket in the final period.
Goes down for Dixon.
Look at that.
Neal with it, and he's just going to hold it. And we're done, and the Olympic High Trojans come away with a 67-57 win over the Bremerton High Knights in the best basketball game we've seen this season.
Boy, absolutely. Congratulations to Bremerton. I am so impressed with their athletes and the way they conduct themselves and the coaching. I'm sorry they
For the final two periods, the Trojans simply outplayed Bremerton. First from the three-point line in the third quarter, and then in the paint off high-percentage shots in the final stanza. Although the Knights attempted more shots, the Trojans were more effective in all three scoring aspects: field goals, three-point shots, and free throws, which allowed them to win their second game against their crosstown rivals this season.
Control of the backboard, and Quentin Phillip and Lyle, and then they really got in charge of that backboard out there and made a real difference out there. And we saw a phenomenal effort by Quentin Phillips tonight. That's
yes, indeed, and let's give the junior Kyle Seton some kudos also. Kyle, Brian Tyson.
Once again, three Knights scored in double figures. Shadle with 17 points, Dixon adding 14, and Lawrence following with 10. As well as Shadle and Dixon both recording double-double games in points and rebounds. But for this game, that was not enough to bring home a victory.
It is, and I am so glad we were able to bring this to so many people tonight and share it again on BCAT later on.
That's right. Thanks to the kidsapsun.com/basketball.